Hello, so welcome to my channel again, and joining me with this restorative practice focusing on the heart and the small intestine meridians. So for the heart meridian, it runs from our heart through the diaphragm, through the small intestines. It also runs through the inner middle side of our arms, all the way to the pinky. It connects with the small intestine meridian, runs on the back side of our arm, all the way connecting to the throat and to the low parts of the eyes. So this two meridians helps with our sleeping qualities, our stomach, ears, eyes, and also the organ health. So to practice the sequence today, hope you can have a carpet or a mat, because most of the practice will be lying down on the ground. If you have a large towel or the blanket that you can roll over, and maybe an eye pillow. I also have a yoga strap with me for one as an option, and also a bolster, a small or a big one, as and also if you don't have the bolster, a firm big pillow would also work as a support. So once you have the prompts ready, I invite you to come down to your mat. So for the first posture that we'll be doing, it will be a supported side bend. So what I have, actually what I find helpful is a smaller bolster. If you have it, that would be great. If not, you can also roll a field towel together to create this support. So we'll be resting this bolster around our rib cage, and we'll be coming down to a gentle side bend in this position. And if it helps, you can also have the folded towel or blanket to rest your head. Adjust the position as you come down. So when you find the low part of your rib cage resting on the bolster, you can just allow the body to drip over. And for the upper arm, we want to stretch it overhead. And for the legs, you can keep them softly bent or straight. And adjust based on how your body is feeling at the moment. And when you come to the side bend, gently tuck the chin, keep the body soft, shoulders away from the ears, and breathing here. I'll stay on each side for about 1 to 2 minutes. So as you inhale, imagine you're breathing into the meridian lines alongside of the arm. And as you exhale, Imagine the energy is sending to your heart and to the small intestine through the meridians. And in traditional Chinese medicine, usually the heart represents the elements of fire. If you want to invite the brightness, the warmth of the fire, invite that fire element nourishing the heart. I'll be on this side for a few more breaths. The next exhale, gently lower the upper arm back and push yourself to a seat. And we'll be switching sides. So you can roll over and find your lower rib cage and resting that on the edge of the pillow below you. Drape the body over, knees soft. And now the opposite side of the arm reaching overhead. So try to keep the low back neutral. Gently tuck the chin to keep the neck relaxed. Stretch the upper arm overhead. And as you breathe in, bring energy to the heart meridian through the diaphragm, the lungs, to the inner middle side of the arm, and through the pinky fingers, following the small intestine meridian running on the back outside of your arm. Feel free to adjust And once you find a comfortable position, try to stay in the position. Again, we'll be resting on this side for maybe another minute or so. As you're breathing in, you might notice the gentle expansion around the side body. And as you breathe out, allow the body to sink, to rest on top of the pillow, support. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And we'll be here for a few more breaths. For the next exhale, slowly lower the upper arm. And inhale, push yourself up to a sit. No rush. You can rest the arms in front of the pillow. Take an inhale here. And exhale, slowly come back to a child's pose. You can rest the arms on the support. A few more times. Inhale. Hips over the knees. Exhale. Feel the gentle movement along the spine. Inhale, invite your movement to synchronize with your breath. And exhale, slowly move back. Maybe 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Feel the spine gently arch down from the chest, and exhale. Feel the gentle stretch on the low back, along the whole spine. And inhale, come back and sit down on your hips or sit on the bolster. And we'll just try some gentle tapping around the arms. So you can make a loose fist on one side. You can tap from your pinky fingers down along the arms, under the armpit, and maybe gentle tapping around the back side of the neck and shoulders. Switch sides, down the outside of the other arm to the pinky. And then tap inside of the arm, under the armpit. I'll try to go through this 2 more times. Down, align the outside of the arms to the pinky. And going inside through the arms to the armpits. And tap around the shoulders. Maybe front side of the neck. And just 1 more round. Feel free to stay longer on one side if that feels comfortable. Also gently tap along the scalp and down the other arm. Just allow the circulation to come back after the static stretch. Okay, so welcome to our next pose, which will be a supported bridge. So this one, I find a wider surface of the pillow to be helpful. And I'm having this this rolled blanket, the folded blanket, as my little pillow. So for the bolster, you'll have it in the middle part of your mat, and feel free to come to sit on it. So this bolster will be supporting our spine up to the chest level, and our chest will be resting behind that area. So for me, what I want to test is to have another bolster to rest my legs. And what we can try with the strap is we can pull it up above the knees, and just to keep our knees relatively almost shoulder width, so that they don't open too fast, too wide. And we can come down slowly. You might want to adjust a few times. So in this, when you rest on your elbows, find your shoulder blades resting against the edge of the bolster before you slowly lie down. And you can adjust the folded blanket, maybe move around. You'll find your shoulders hanging over the bolster. They might be hanging slightly above the floor, or they might be resting on the floor. And you should feel the full support to your low back. And no constraints to breath. So the neck also is open. So sometimes I also find if I slide forward enough where my shoulder blades can rest, my shoulder head can rest on the floor, that would also be helpful with the breathing. So I'll stay here for a minute or two again. And if you have the eye pillow, you can also rest the eye pillow just on the forehead. Lightly cover the eyes. This will be a gentle opening and a gentle stretch on the front side of the full body. As you inhale, feel the heart shining towards the sky. And as you exhale, gently contract the lower abdomen inward and upward towards the heart. Inhale, the upper abdomen expand. And exhale, the lower abdomen contracting in and up. Breathing in long and smooth. Breathing out long and smooth. And again, if you don't have the bolster or a long enough pillow, you can also try roll up a fill blanket or big towels to support this opening. Right. Feel the relaxation along the arms, all the way to the fingertips, especially relaxing the little finger. A few breaths in this position. If you have the eye pillow, you can gently remove it off. Just allow the eyes to get used to the brightness in the room again. And you can bend the knees as you exhale. Slowly, maybe roll off the bolster and land on the floor for a few breaths. Just keep the knees bent, hands, shoulders relaxed. And when you feel ready, slowly push yourself up to a seat and remove the bolster. And if you have the straps, remove the straps off the leg. And sit up on your mat. You can keep the knees soft, find the sit bones. So you inhale, open the arms shoulder height. Exhale, gently fold forward. A few more times. Inhale, chest open. Exhale. Feel the abdomen resting on your thighs. Inhale, follow your own breath. Keep the movement relaxed and comfortable. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale. You can also open the arms higher. Exhale, fold. Just to relax the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, come back to a seat, arms stretch, and exhale, lower the arms next to the body. So we'll come to a supported prone twist. So in this pose, I'll be having the bolster to support my full leg as I come to a twist. So again, I'm having the blanket to support my head. I'm having the bolster resting kind of next to my hips as I lie down. Find your spine in a neutral position here. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Let me just take 2 breaths here. After the heart opening. Now feel the spine being fully supported on the ground. And as you take next inhale, open the arms shoulder height. Feel free to keep the elbows bent. And exhale, contracting one side of the leg. Now I am lifting my right leg towards the sky and lowering that to the left, resting that on the bolster where I put next to my hips. So again, you can shift and adjust the support. Keep the knees soft, both knees soft. Arms open. Can keep the head up. We can gently rotate the head to the opposite direction, forming this gentle twist along the spine. In this open position of the heart and small intestine meridians along the arms. Exhale, relax both shoulder blades on the floor. Inhale, feel the chest gently rising. And exhale, feel the gentle twist around the small intestine area. Invite the breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Shoulders heavy. Again, as you inhale, breathing in to the heart meridian, to the large intestine meridian, along the inner side and the outside of the arms. And exhale, sending the warm fire element energy towards the heart, traveling down to the small intestine. The breath will do the work, while the gravity will provide the support. And all of what we do is to observe these peaceful cycles. Two more breaths on this side. There's no rush. Next inhale. Gently turn the head back to center if it turned away. And lift the twisted leg towards the center, resting it down on the floor. So again, we come to this bended knee position, feet on the floor, arms open wide. Just notice the differences between the two sides of the leg. And we'll switch sides. I can lift the bolster and move it to the other side of the body. Can find it maybe hip height. Arms open again. Take an inhale here. We straighten the right side of the leg. And exhale. Now twist to the left. Extend the left leg over to the bolster. And you might shift the height, the distance. You will notice the differences between two sides. Once the side of the legs feel supported, next exhale, you can try turning the head to the opposite direction. See how that feels on this side. Your knee soft, shoulder, head's heavy. So you inhale, breathe into the heart and small intestine meridians. And exhale, sending the warm with the red pinkish color energy towards the heart. Breathing in long and smooth, filling in both lungs. And breathing out long and smooth. Feel the gentle contraction from the lower abdomen, inward and upward. Don't need to make too much physical effort. Just imagine the air expanding and contracting. Two more breaths on this side. Inhale through the throat, heart, lungs, all the way to the small intestines. And exhale, sending all the air out through the nose. Next inhale, gently turn the head back, left leg reaching towards the sky. And exhale, lower the left leg down. Then you can keep the knees bent. Just rest in this position for a few breaths. Noticing the sensations along both legs, both arms, on the spine. We'll move this bolster off the mat for now. And next, exhale, hug both knees towards the chest. Inhale, arms overhead on the floor, legs reaching towards the ceiling to an L position. Exhale, hug both knees towards the chest. A few more times. Inhale. Feel the expansion. Exhale, gently contracting the lower abdomen, inward and upward. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Can also open up the leg to a V. Exhale, hug both knees towards the chest. Hands on the knees or on the lower legs. Two more times. Inhale. Can also bend and flex the ankles. Exhale. Again, neutralize the spine after the twist. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, feet on the floor again. And take an exhale here. Roll to one side. and we'll prepare for the last resting position. So this one will have the folded blanket roll up with a little tube. So try to roll this tube relatively tight. And what I find helpful is rest this tube facing down towards the mat so it can stay there. And I'll have a pillow under my knees to support the low back. So this rolled tube will be resting just on the edge of my rib cage on the back side. So again, when I come down to my elbows, I'll shift around, find the gentle opening around the back, around the chest, and I'll adjust the bolster so that my low back feels at ease. My arms will be opening again in this shoulder height position. And just take an exhale here, find the body settle in. The neck feels relaxed. Shoulders resting on the floor. Elbows, wrists feel supported and rested. And the spine feels supported with a little suggestion to open around the chest, the heart area. Low back feel heavy. Pelvis feel heavy and rested. Knee joints feel heavy and rested. Ankles, heels, all the toes feel rested. Feel the body resting in this curved shape. As a curved, wavy mountain. The body feels stable, still, and supported by the earth. The warm and bright energy of fire travels through the meridian of the heart, sending this warmth, this brightness to all limbs of the body. Imagine the heart pumping. It's like a warm flame of fire shining with energy, shining with the brightness. for the last bit of the practice. Feel free to stay here, or you gently roll off this rolled up blanket, and I can just unroll the little tube and come back, lie down on the floor, and again adjust the pillows, adjust the headrest. You can bring back the eye pillow if it's handy, resting it on the forehead, lightly cover the eyes. You can rest the arms shoulder height or rest them next to the body. Let's come to the last bit of rest and relaxation. Invite the spine to find its natural curve again, supported by the ground, by the earth. Pressing into the front side of the body, from the forehead, the face, front side of the neck, front side of the arms, palms, chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, front side of the pelvis, upper leg, kneecaps, lower legs, front side of the feet, toenails, the back side of the toes, soles of the feet, heels, calves, back side of the knees, hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, mid back, space between the shoulder blades, back of the arms resting on the floor, back side of the palms, fingers, back side of the shoulder heads, neck, and back side of the head. Take a snapshot of the full body. Feel the flame of the fire getting brighter in the heart. And exhale, sending this warm, bright energy through the full body, through the meridians. Silently observe this flame for a few more breaths. And as we slowly come off, notice your breath again. inhale the expansion and exhale the contraction. Introduce some gentle movements around the fingers, the toes, wrists and ankles. So inhale, stretch the arms overhead, legs long. And exhale, hug the knees towards the chest. If you have the eye pillow, you can gently move it off as you roll to one side of the body. Still keep the eyes soft. When you feel ready, no rush. Gently push through the arms. Come back to a seat. And just allow the energy to flow back to the heart. You can gently rub the hands against each other to create some warmth. And when you feel the warmth, you can gently rest it on the front side of the heart, connecting with the flame inside of us. I invite you to join the palms in front of the heart. As you inhale, notice this unique body, breath, and mind. And exhale, bow to the shared practice and this shared energy with one another. So, thank you for joining me with this practice. And I hope you feel some rest and some ease. And I hope to see you again soon. And check out the rest of the practices. And you're invited to let me know if there's anything else you want to explore. So hope to see you next time. Take care.